This is heart. For anatomical position, this diaphragmatic surface you have to keep on left palm and apex resting on index finger, that is left index finger. This is anatomical position of the heart. Coming to borders, it's having right border which is mainly formed by right atrium and part of right auricle. Inferior border mainly formed by right ventricle. This is inferior border which is sharp. Left border which is formed by left auricle and part of left ventricle. Then we have superior border. Clinicians consider this border as a base. Then surfaces. Anterior surface or sternocostal surface. This surface mainly, that is right 2/3 is formed by right ventricle and left 1/3 is formed by left ventricle. Then inferior surface mainly formed, that is left 2/3 is formed by left ventricle and right 1/3 is formed by right ventricle. Posterior surface is mainly formed by left atrium. Structurally, anatomists consider this surface as a base. This is left surface which is not well marked, that is formed mainly by left ventricle. So this apex is mainly formed by, or apex is formed by left ventricle. Coming to great vessels. So this is pulmonary trunk. This is ascending aorta. From ascending aorta we are having three great vessels: right brachiocephalic trunk, left common carotid and left subclavian. Now we will see the grooves. So between right atrium and right ventricle, this is atrioventricular groove. This is atrioventricular groove. Between two ventricles anteriorly we are having anterior interventricular groove. So this is anterior interventricular groove. If we trace this right atrioventricular groove, this is called as coronary sulcus, as it is placed like a crown. If we trace this on left side, here we are having left atrioventricular groove which is present between left atrium and left ventricle. This coronary sulcus or coronary groove is interrupted anteriorly by origin of these two vessels, that is pulmonary trunk and ascending aorta. Crux is the meeting point of this atrioventricular groove and interventricular groove. So this point is called as crux of the heart, and at the crux lies coronary sulcus, which is the biggest vein of heart. Now heart is supplied by coronaries. We are having two coronaries, right coronary and left coronary. These coronaries, they originate from aortic sinus of ascending aorta. So we have cut ascending aorta vertically and you can see the cusp of aortic valve. So it's having three valves. We are having three aortic sinus: anterior, right posterior and left posterior. So this right coronary originates from anterior aortic sinus. It comes between pulmonary trunk and right auricle. It runs between atrium, that is right atrium and right ventricle, in the right atrioventricular groove. At the inferior border, it goes to the inferior surface and run in posterior right atrioventricular groove, and later it may sometimes run in posterior interventricular groove, and here it gives posterior interventricular artery. So this is posterior interventricular artery, and this artery determines the dominance of heart. If Posterior interventricular artery is a branch of right coronary artery. That means this is right dominance. This is left coronary. This is originated from left aortic sinus. This left coronary emerged between left auricle and base of pulmonary trunk. Immediately divides into two branches. This is left anterior descending or anterior interventricular artery. This anterior interventricular artery runs in anterior interventricular groove. Another artery is left circumflex artery. This left circumflex artery, after originating, it runs in left atrioventricular groove, goes behind and anastomosis with the right coronary. And if this gives posterior interventricular, then it will be left dominance.